Today I would like to discuss with you the Rolex Hulk, the 116610 LV, and whether it's going to be discontinued. So let's check out the rumors, check out some facts and really solid informations, mix them together and have a chat about what is going to happen. Hi, hello and welcome my friends. First of all, a really big shout out to my friend, my bro, the wrist shooter 01 Timo, for sending in some videos and photos about his 116610 LV Submariner, the Hulk he does own since a couple of years in his collection. So bro, thanks so much for supporting this video here. So guys, without further ado, let's discuss whether the Hulk is going to be discontinued, what's going to happen, what can we expect, and yeah, let's chat about this. Let's go. It did take Rolex about 3 years to introduce the updated Submariner from 2008 to 2010. In 2008 they did introduce the yellow gold and white gold variations. Yellow gold of course in black and blue, the 116618 LB and LN, and of course also the white gold variation in blue, the 116619 LB. In 2009 they came out with the Rolex variations, so as well here in steel and yellow gold with a black and a blue bezel and dial of course. And in 2010 they finally did introduce the steel variations of the Submariner. Here the 116610 LN, the black version, and the currently known Hulk, the 1166 LV. But if you would like to discuss the 116610 LV, the Hulk, we should also take into consideration what Rolex did with its predecessor, the KERMIT, the 16610 LV, which was introduced in 2003 to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the Submariner, which was actually introduced in 1953. So what happened in 2003? Rolex did introduce there the Submariner. The case was the same. We do have, of course, the cross-polished locks and the case itself, of course, like the regular Submariner. The bracelet did sport, of course, solid end links. Still the more or less flimsy clasp, which was discussed then already controversially in comparison with clasp from Omega, for example. And the dial was the stunner from my point of view, because this model, this anniversary version, did sport the maxi dial you can find right now as well on the Submariner. The bezel inlay was made of aluminium. It was not a ceramic one, but it was of course in green to celebrate this anniversary. And what I think is very interesting is that this version was produced just for 7 years, from 2003 to 2010, and was then discontinued when Rolex did introduce its successor, the Hulk. So how do we handle these facts about the Submariner and how does it transfer to the current situation? On the one hand, it would make sense that Rolex did continue as they did before. So this year, 2020, they introduced the full gold versions. Next year, 2021, the steel and gold variations. And then in 2022, finally, the steel model. And I just say the steel model because in 2023 we're going to have another anniversary of the Submariner, which is its 70th anniversary. So it could be, on the one hand, if we take the history of the KERMIT into consideration, that Rolex does say, okay, we're going to produce until the release of the new steel Submariner, so 2022, the Hulk, discontinue it, and then release the new Hulk in 2023, or we continue the production of the Hulk until 2023, until the successor does arrive, as they did do with the KERMIT, the 16610 LV. So what are the rumors I did talk about before about the Hulk and the Submariner? On the one hand, you have the rumors from the AD side, and these are still rumors. No one is going to confirm anything officially. Anyways, from ADs you can hear very often that they say, okay, I cannot order anymore the LV, the Hulk variation, I don't get any supply confirmations from Rolex about this particular model, and yeah, it's just like it's disappeared already. On the other hand, you do have, of course, rumors in watch forums, in the Rolex forum, and as well on YouTube, as with the release of the two-door Black Bay 58 in blue, now a lot of people do expect that Rolex does release a blue Submariner, which they're going to do again in white gold, but this is my personal prediction. Anyways, due to that, they did release the blue two-door. The expectation is that they in 2022 or 2021 already, maybe, do release there the black and the blue steel Submariner, and then still could afterwards in 2023 introduce again a green variation of the Submariner, the Hulk 2.0 or the Monster Hulk or the Mega Hulk. But what should we do consider about these rumors? On the one hand, take into consideration that there are, for example, like watch investors or collectors who do like that their watches do gain a lot of more value. And as well for an AD, of course, it's interesting on the one hand to make a watch even more rare as it is. And with that, they on the one hand can sell their watches to the gray market on a little bit higher price, or keep the watches and sell them to their clients. These are normally clients which do spend also more money for other watches there to be able to purchase the wanted pieces. So take or keep this in consideration when you do discuss these sort of things. I think this is a good help, and yeah, just to make you aware about the situation, that this is not every time a fact or not every time the reality, that there are also people who would like to see, of course, prices increasing. Well, what is my personal opinion? Will Rolex discontinue this watch? I do think so, because it's on the market since 10 years, which is longer than its predecessor, the KERMIT. And also I do talk with a lot of watch collectors. I am in touch also with some gray market dealers and ADs, and I think this time it could be really the case. Would be a bigger effect, I think, to bring it back in 2023 as sort of an anniversary model, to reintroduce it then. On the other hand, of course, it is the cash cow from Rolex, but this is going to be the same thing also with a new steel Submariner with a black dial. So from my point of view, it would make sense to discontinue the Hulk right now after 10 years, to round it up, to make it perfect, and reintroduce it then 3 years later. Alright guys, this concludes today's video about the Hulk rumors and facts, whether it's going to be discontinued or not. I'm eager to learn about your opinion and would like to discuss with you in the comment section below. What do you think about these rumors and facts, and what is your opinion about whether it's going to be discontinued and how? And if you do say, Mr. B, really? It doesn't matter because it's overhyped, overpriced, and I'm never going to be able to purchase the Submariner Hulk anyways, well, you might be interested in the next video where I'm going to talk about really interesting Hulk Submariner alternatives. And keep in mind, I'm not a big fan of homage watches, so I guess this could be pretty interesting for you. Guys, I wish all of you right now a very happy weekend. I look forward to see you in the next video. Say goodbye and auf Wiedersehen. Euer Konstantin. Ciao.